Hi everybody, it's me Micaiah. Welcome back to my channel. So today, this video is going to be about Oli London. Oli London. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So, in case you don't know who Oli London is, I looked up who he is exactly. Oli London, his age, he is 31 years old, born in England. He is British. Things to know about him. He is an English internet personality and singer. He is also notable for having multiple plastic surgery treatments since 2013 to look like BTS vocalist Jimin. Okay. And another thing, he also identifies himself as that's a hard word to say, and non-binary. His pronouns are they, them, Korean, Jimin, or an alternative Korean. Okay, so that's Oli London. I've been watching some YouTube videos, other YouTubers that had their own views about Oli London, how they think about him. Well, this is just my opinion. It doesn't matter, like, I didn't look this up. This is just my little tidbit, my opinion. About the plastic surgery, I mean, it's his money. He can do whatever he want with it. Have plastic surgery if it makes him happy, if he's well with it. Do him. But the fact that he wants to look like a famous person, kind of, not only that, Jimin, it's kind of scary. No, a little bit more than scary. It's really shocking. Because, for one, nobody can, look like somebody else. Like, it's just how we're born. It's who we are. But yes, if you want to change, the way you look by having plastic surgery, go for it. But I believe he went overboard. He went really over the top with trying to look like Jimin. Getting his cheeks done, lips, eyes, eyebrows. That's a lot to do on your face. And I mean, hey, do what makes you happy. But, I mean, it's just, it's kind of insane because, I mean, he wants to look like Jimin. Get it. Jimin is beautiful. Jimin is a very, very cute, very likable person in BTS. And I'm a fan. Ori said that in multiples of my videos. But it's going overboard when it comes to literally restructuring your face to look like one of the members of BTS. And that's just, I'm sorry, that's just not okay. That's not okay in a lot of reasons because, like, I mean, you're literally filling up your face with plastic, full on plastic, and it's really kind of ruining his face. Because I seen a picture of his face, how he was before he got all the plastic surgery, and how he looks now. I was so surprised because he actually looked very, very, like, he was a really good looking dude. But yeah, he said that, I watched one of his videos and he said that he was unhappy in the way that he looked, so he wanted to change. I get it. Like, if you're unhappy with something that is a part of you and you're just unhappy with it, you have every right to change your face or change something about you. It's your body. It's naturally, you do you. You do you. But trying to copy off of Jimin, I mean, I seen his face. One, he does not look even close to Jimin. Not even close. He just looks pretty much, I mean, it just looked like he tried too hard to look like Jimin when he asked for those plastic surgeries. Like, he went a little bit over the top. Not even a little bit. He went over the top. He went above the line over the top. And another thing, the way that he said when he identifies himself, transracial, I think that's how you say it, transracial, and non-binary. I mean, I totally agree. If that's how you identify yourself, great. That's your choice. That's just great. If you thought about it and you really think that's you, go for it. That's who you are. But I remember he did this, I remember this video that he done, well, things that I looked up, when he says for people to, said his pronouns, they, them, I think that's perfectly fine. I have no problems with that. I really don't have a problem with, well, I wouldn't say I don't have a problem. I have really no issues with some of the stuff that he said when he was talking about him being like himself and changing himself because he was not happy. I understand that completely. But when he said that his other pronouns were Korean and Jimin, one, it kind of sounds like you're trying to steal Jimin's identity. Because now he's saying, like, and this is just my opinion, but it kind of seems like he's trying to steal Jimin's personality and Jimin's identity, which he can never steal his personality. That's one. And the fact that he wants to refer himself like, oh, I'm Oli Jimin, I'm Korean, like I'm a full-on Korean, I speak Korean. One, I'm not as good as Korean, I already know that. I'm still learning. I'm still learning and I'm still trying to like get with it, trying to I'm still trying to learn the language and learn how to pronounce some words. But Oli London, he says he knows how to speak Korean fluently. But when I watch some of his videos, it's just some of the words that he was pronouncing did not sound right. And some of them, I believe, some of the words that he was saying he was speaking in Chinese, which I thought he said he was Korean, which he's not. I already said his born place was in London. No, not London, England. I'm so sorry. I read that wrong. But his birthplace, he was born originally in England. He is British. He's not, no matter how much plastic surgery he gets to try and look Korean, he's not Korean. He isn't. I mean, yeah, he may like the culture and he may want to learn more about the culture. That's fine. It's great to have a fan like that. It's great to be a fan of the Korean culture and a fan of BTS and everything. But when you start saying like, oh, I'm now gonna claim myself as Korean. I am now Korean. I'm not British. I'm not. My birthplace wasn't England. I am Korean. That's where everything is just mixed up. Because one, you don't look Korean. He just doesn't. He looks British. He looks like a normal. He just doesn't look Korean. Looks British. Second, you were born in literally England. England is your birthplace. That's where you were born. Yeah, you maybe wanted to, maybe in another life you could have been actually born Korean. But it's just not gonna happen. It's just how it is. You're either one thing or the other. When it comes to cultures, can't just say like, oh, I don't like my culture, I want to be Korean. This is my culture now. You can't do that. You were born into that culture. That's your culture. Just how it is. And I find it kind of, I watched a lot of YouTubers and how how Oli London kind of went after them for giving their opinions. Like, they didn't really say anything bad about him at all. All they said was, they just find it a little bit weird that he's trying to be something that he's not. But they didn't say anything to attack him. They just gave their opinions about him, and he went after them by like this one YouTuber that I really like. I'm sorry, I forgot her name of these YouTubers, but I really do love them. I love them a lot, but I have trouble memorizing names. But this one YouTuber made a video talking about Oli London, and then he went after her because of the video and started fake rumors that her kind of chokers that she had with like these little cotton kind of balls thing that are really fluffy, and they're like just the cutest things I ever seen. Said about it that it was real bunny fur, which that is a lie, for one. She said in her videos many times that they were fake fur, not real. And the fact that Oli London made up all that just for nothing, really, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why? I mean, she didn't do anything to him, but he still went back and just made a really false accusations about her work, the job that she does. Like, that's her job, that's her company, and he went after that, which, one, illegal, two, he can get sued for that, three, just why? She didn't do anything to Oli London. All she did was make a video having details, giving her views on the on what she watched when she watched one of his videos, giving her views on the video, giving her point on the video, which that's not really hurting anybody. That's just watching a video, watching Oli London videos and giving her comment to it. They weren't rude comments, they were just comments. And I find this really funny. If Oli London is a fan of BTS, why didn't he know the leader's name? Everybody that is a fan of BTS knows the leader's name. Rap Monster, RM. RM has been the leader since the beginning to now. He has always been the leader, and he's a very good one too. It just, the fact that he didn't know who the leader of BTS is just surprising, because if you really loved BTS as much as you say you did, then why, Oli London, why didn't you know the leader of BTS? It just doesn't make any sense. And I want to say again, I personally have nothing against Oli London, but it's just the fact that he caused so much trouble to, well, I wouldn't say trouble, just annoyance for other YouTubers. Literally every single YouTuber that I watched said, like, Oli, please, you need to stop. Like, this has got to stop. We're done with all of this negativity that you're giving us. We're just done. It's time for you to man up, because you're literally 31, and start living in the real world. Which, another thing that shocked me, he married a billboard cutout of Jimin. What? What the heck? If that doesn't sound like crazy or in need of help, then I don't know what is. Because, well, to me, it just seems like Oli London needs some mental health. Like, seems like he's not very right up there, up on his noggin, because, bruh, this is crazy. But I'll say again, I have nothing against Oli London. I mean, it's his life, do as he wish. But it's just very offensive to some people, and, well, to a lot of people, that he would, like, what do you call it? I believe that it's very offensive to kind of the army of BTS, because one, he didn't know the leader of BTS. Two, obviously it seems like he's just doing all this to get attention, which people need to stop giving him attention, because he's not going to change if you keep on doing this. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Stop giving him attention. Stop doing everything. Stop watching his videos and stuff, because honestly, it's getting to the point where just no. And seems like he doesn't know BTS than what he says he does. Like he says he does. Because honestly, if he knew, like, I mean, if it was like his first time and he watched it, just like, oh my goodness, I love this, I'm a fan, this is amazing, I'm gonna, like, become a fan, and I'm gonna support them. Fine, I have nothing against that. But being a fan in an army is total opposite than actually trying to take a person's, or trying to take somebody's identity and just plastering it on their face, because that's what it seems like Oli London is doing. But honestly, I have nothing else to say. I just made this video because it was kind of getting to me. Honestly, Oli London was really irritating me. I'm just being honest, because it's just just he was starting to really irritate me and a lot of people. What he's doing, which, understand, be yourself, is just, I have nothing against him. It's just nothing against him in general, like his person, him as a person. I have the stuff that he's doing, the stuff that he's saying, I'm against. Like him being, like him saying, like, oh, I'm a full Korean. That's my birthplace. This is me. Like, that's me. I'm Korean. That I'm against entirely. Him with his pronouns of Jimin, like Oli Jimin. I'm against that completely, because one, you're not Jimin, you can never be Jimin, and that's just how it is. But that's the end of my video. Please like and subscribe, share, do whatever. I'll see you in the next. Bye.